Heterocycles are extremely important in medicinal chemistry because most of drugs contain them in their structure. A heterocycle is a cyclic compound containing carbon, hydrogen, and at least one of the other type of atoms, which could be nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur. The first category of heterocycles is azenes. Azenes are six-membered rings containing nitrogens. The simplest azene is pyridine. The other two are quinoline and isoquinoline. And we can think how to distinguish them by thinking of the name. Isoquinoline is a longer name, therefore there is a longer distance between the benzene ring and the nitrogen compared to quinoline. The next category of heterocycles is diazenes. This is six-membered rings containing two nitrogen atoms. The first diazene is pyrimidine. And we can think of pyrimidine as pyramid formed by two nitrogens and carbon. The remaining two are pyridazine and pyrazine, and they differ in two letters, ID. Pyridazine, you can think of two nitrogens connected forming the letter I and then small letter D. And the remaining one is pyrazine. Now let's talk about five-membered rings. Pyrrole. You can think of parole. And you can think of this guy, his head becomes nitrogen, and his hands and feet become carbons. And his striped uniform is going to remind you that we have two double bonds and the hydrogen. Don't forget the hat. The next one is indole, and you can think of the same guy going back into prison. So you can think of the benzene ring as the prison, and he's being dragged by his hand and his leg. This way you're gonna remember the points of attachment. The next one is thiophene, and you can think of thiophene as thiophene, and it reminds you of a Superman logo. And if you place sulfur at the bottom and connect the rest, this becomes carbons, and we form five-membered ring. The next one is furan, and you can think of furious manian. Again, his hands and legs become carbons, and the oxygen is his eye. The next category is azoles. And azoles are five-membered rings that contain a nitrogen and one or at least one more atom, and this atom could be nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur. Thiazole. We can think of Superman again, but with a chain and ball attached to his foot, so he got arrested. This way, you can remember the point of attachment, and sulfur is being his head. And we can think of isoxazole as a minion who's eating ice cream. His eye is an oxygen, and the ice cream represents nitrogen because, remember, this is azole, so it needs to contain one nitrogen. And ice cream represents ice, isoxazole. And oxazole is another 5-membered azole that contains oxygen and nitrogen. Thank you very much. I just wanted to mention that all the information about heterocycles was taken from Chem 599 course at the University of Calgary, and all the images were taken from Google Images. Thank you.